Today's a great day. Today is a great day. Because it's over.
Wow.
The Havertz era has officially come to an end. So, guys, we're going to talk about the major transfer breaking news, which of course is 65 mil. Kai Havertz moving to Arsenal for 65 mil. Chelsea have received 65 million pounds sterling for your boy Kai Havertz. We're going to talk about Declan Rice. We're hearing 100 mil plus. Is he worth that price? Let's talk about it. Should we have an English tax discussion? And is Rice actually worth 100 mil plus? Because there are people on the interwebs who say that they would rather take Rice now than a peak Busquets. It is what it is. So that's crazy. Kane. We're hearing Kane to Bayern Munich.
That's mental.
We're hearing a possibility of Harry Kane moving to Bayern Munich. But are Bayern going to be able to afford the amount of cash to give to Levy, which is going to be 100 mil plus? And Levy, can you afford to reject everything that Bayern puts forth? Keeping in mind, he now leaves for a free afterwards. And we're going to have a discussion about Kovacic. He joins Man City. He's officially a City player. And did Chelsea mess up by selling one of our best players for cheap? And maybe we might dip our toes a bit on the whole Caicedo deal and any other of the transfer deals out there. So, guys, this is the transfer show, man. Guys, remember, this is free for anyone to join in, man. So the link is right there on my Twitter page. Just go to my Twitter page and click that link. Guys, like the vid, subscribe if you are new, and have fun, enjoy yourselves. I might put this on Spotify. I might put this on the Spotify website. It depends how I'm feeling. So subscribe if you're new, do your thing, enjoy yourselves, and please feel free to send in your super chats. Your super chats and your dobs and super chats is what keeps this channel growing, and those donations is the reason why I'm able to do this as a full-time job. So that's, I thank you. So let's hit it right now. So let me hit my bookmarker here. Let me just set everything up, make sure everything is all nicely set up, beautiful. There we go. So there we go. So it has been confirmed. Kai Havertz is officially a Arsenal player. It is official. It is done. 65 million. And guys, I'm not gonna mince words. I'm going to keep it a stack because I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be crazy, but this is a Dubinsky. This is a huge Dubinsky for if you're a Chelsea fan, because based on how trash he's been ever since that UCL winning goal, shout out to the UCL winning goal, but he's been trash since that UCL winning goal. This is a Dubinsky. This is a Dubinsky. Your boy Havertz is out there. So here's my thing before I give this over to some other guys is, look, he ultimately he failed for Chelsea because based on what was promised, based on what he was meant to do, he did not fulfill expectations, because this guy was supposed to be the next big thing. He was supposed to be that. He was supposed to be the next dude to really say what's up. I'm sorry. Despite everything, he was not really able to deliver on a consistent basis for Chelsea. We tried him everywhere. We tried him here, there, everywhere, and it simply did not work. It simply did not work. So, and my thing here is this: 65 mil for a player who we consider a brick. It looks like an L for Arsenal. It looks like an L for Arsenal, but there is maybe an upside here. And this is why I said all because he failed for Chelsea doesn't mean that he will fail for Arsenal. On the surface, 65 mil for a potential break is crazy. 65 mil for a guy who hardly did anything this past season, although which Chelsea player did. But let's keep it real. 65 mil for a guy who has really been pretty much irrelevant since his UCL winning goal seems crazy. But Arteta must believe in him. Because, I'm sorry, you can't pay that amount of money if you don't believe this dude can cook or this dude can do something. So there must be something within Arteta that says, forget what people are saying about him. Forget the memes. Forget all the streams where Half-Hope has had a mental health trying to abuse this guy and has lost his voice trying to abuse this guy. I think that this guy can cook for us. So I want to come first to AK with this man. AK, have Arsenal made a huge mistake in investing £65 million worth of stock on a guy that I consider a brick and a guy who gave me nightmares on a weekly basis?
Can you hear me well?
Yes, sir. I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear loud and clear.
It remains to be seen, to be honest, because as much as we know Kai Havertz is a brick, we also know Chelsea is a club known for employing bricks. And
oh wow,
Arsenal, I think with Arteta, it remains to be seen what he thinks of Havertz and how we can get the best out of him. But so far, it does seem like kind of a mistake to spend that much money on him. But if he's spending that much and giving him so much in wages, like I think Kai Havertz has the same wage as Bukayo Saka's base. I think Bukayo Saka has higher bonuses. So if you're saying he's that important to your team, there's something that you haven't planned for him. And I think, yeah, it remains to be seen because...
Okay, so you're not convinced?
At the moment, I'm not convinced, but I also know Chelsea could be a bit of a prison. So I think he can do
Look, Chelsea is not a prison. It's only a prison if you're a brick. If you're a truly top player, you succeed at Chelsea. And if you didn't succeed, basically, it's like Real Madrid. Like Robin didn't succeed in Real, neither did Cannavaro or Kaka. So if you failed at Chelsea, you just couldn't handle the heftiness of the jersey. And Havertz obviously was not that kind of a big time player. So maybe Arsenal is more his level rather than the platform that Chelsea is on. Okay, don't unmute your mic, okay? Please, you don't need to unmute your mic.
Werner could handle the way he won a Champions League with you. Werner handled that way well.
Yeah. I mean, there's an asterisk on that, man.
So De Bruyne and Salah didn't handle the Chelsea pressure?
I mean, look, it was early days for those guys, so I'm not really going to use them really as an example. But all I'm saying is that, look, basically, do you think he succeeds at Arsenal?
Yes.
AK.
Right now, I think I have to say no, because wait,
hold up, AK. So no.
Because no, like,
so they're gonna pay 65 mil for a guy who's slated and he won't prove anyone wrong, and he's actually gonna become a brick. AK, you know that's an L of the last 10 years.
I hear Arteta's words and saying, "Oh, we have a plan for him. Oh, I know what to do with him." You're playing him in center mid. Have you seen this guy? This guy gets shoved by wind. Wind knocks him down, HH. Do you think he's going to be strong enough to take contact from central midfielders in the Premier League? This guy couldn't handle contact as a
Arsenal, AK, we can't have a situation where Arsenal have spent 65 mil on Havertz. We said he was a brick and he actually turns out being a brick. AK, that's too much of an L. I can't accept that. I'm sorry.
Arsenal spent money on Mero and Shamak. 65 million on Havertz is not that...
Wait. But was Arteta the one who bought Shamak?
No, but even then, Arsenal's a club that has... Arsenal bought 72 million for Nicolas Pepe. So, is it really a surprise if Havertz flops? Let's be honest.
Okay, look, before I come to Mr. BMF, let me come to... Now, Nemo, the last time we saw you, Arsenal were about to win the league. So, and since Arsenal flopped,
He's
we've
been
not seen
hiding.
you
He's
saying
been
same
hiding.
thing.
Yeah,
He's
not-
he's
not
been hiding.
exactly that.
So Nemo, before you talk to me about getting fleeced by the greatest club in the world for 65 mil, Nemo, can you please tell me what happened to you winning the title? Because the last time you were on this stream, you promised us that Arsenal would win the titles. Can you just tell me what happened? Why did that didn't happen?
You can you hear me, HH?
Oh, we can hear you crystal clear. 8K sound.
Pep Guardiola is just the greatest manager of all time. Like that's the reason we lost HH. He
You
figured
underestimated him. You underestimated him.
Okay, wait, hold on. No, Nemo. No, Nemo. Here's the thing. You know that. What did Pep Guardiola have to do with you losing to Nottingham Forest?
For drawing 3 games in
No,
a row.
I mean, because it would make sense. You see, Nemo, a Liverpool fan can say that.
yeah.
A Liverpool fan can say he's the greatest manager of all time. You can say because no, Liverpool won up pretty much. Were winning the games and took them to the last day of the season.
Yeah.
You gave them the title.
Yeah. It very underwhelming into the season. We talked about HH. We even said at least you sided with me. If we lost, it's not failure, it's just a massive disappointment. But in overall I at the end of the day, we crumbled. What did it for me, and people say it was the Liverpool game. I don't think it was the Liverpool game. It was more or less the West Ham game. How you do that, and then we went to and then Southampton came to the Emirates. Oh man, yeah. I don't even want to revisit that. That's PTSD. Just shout out to Pep. They did it. He can fuck off now. He can leave.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
Well,
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. He'll leave in
Well,
2021.
I think it's still. I think he's going. He's trying to go for a 4-piece though.
he has
So-
2 more years, HH. He has 2 more
2 more
years.
years.
He's
2
out
more
of here.
years. 2 more years.
He's out of here.
Okay. Look. Okay. So Nemo. So did we fleece you for 65 mil, or have we Chelsea made a big mistake in giving you Havertz for 65 mil?
I think it's a win-win, HH. I think
Okay.
I think it's more of a win on us because we're getting a player at least prior to towards obviously-
Wait, hold on. How is this more of a win for you when Havertz has been trashed for several years and you paid 65 mil for a guy who we've been trying to get rid of? So how is that more of a win for Arsenal?
Well,
I mean, I can accept it's a win both ways, but this is a guy who we've said has failed, has been a failure, and you paid 65 mil for him.
I'll give you the list of reasons, but first of all, HH, you're making a loss on him, so you're not making a profit on Havertz. You are making a loss.
That's actually false.
How's it false?
Yeah, it's false.
Because think
No,
about how much
it's
they've
not.
made as well from Havertz
True.
himself. So it
Yeah.
balances out any.
How
either way.
much
Also-
how much does Havertz generate?
And don't forget the add-ons wouldn't have been matched as well.
Yeah,
because the add-ons to
Yeah.
the deal.
Also, isn't it based on amortization, the Havertz deal? as well?
Exactly.
Yep.
So they've still had time on Havertz's deal, and so they made a profit because
How much of a profit did they make?
And don't
No, like,
forget the
if you
wages as well.
like if you what was Havertz's earlier fee was like 72 mil, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
And it's on
they,
for 65, so there's no
yeah.
difference.
Also,
Yeah.
he had 2 years left on his contract, so they didn't pay for.
Oh,
the
okay, so
2
basically,
years.
Nemo, you didn't make it a profit. So basically, that doesn't work now. What's your next thing on the top? Since we've already dispelled that.
Player. Well, we're not getting a finished player. Like we took William from you, and he was finished. At least for us, he was finished. We took David Luiz. Although I love David Luiz, he was washed. We took Czech. Oh my gosh, we've done terrible business with you, HH. But I think for Havertz, I mean, I loved him before he went to Chelsea. I was a
This is this is rubbish. You see, no. You see, this is what I say also
What?
because you see, I hate when people do this. So now that you've bought him, or rather, now that you guys were in negotiations, well, Havertz is actually a really good
No,
player. Now
check the
I'm now
footage.
seeing Havertz comps.
Check
I
the
never saw
footage.
Havertz comps before.
Check the
And
footage, please.
and Nemo, I swear to you, you were one of those Arsenal fans who were laughing with us when Havertz used
That
to
is
miss.
a lie. That is a lie, HH.
Havertz
HH,
comes
check
with
We've
the
got
footage.
receipts.
I
We've
have
got receipts
receipts.
Wait,
now.
there
I
are
have receipts.
HH. There are Havertz comps.
I'm not gonna take that from HH.
Wait.
I was one of the only people. Your own fans, HH, were dogging Havertz.
Rightfully, no. Wait, Nemo,
Wait.
rightfully so.
What did Havertz do that Chelsea fans?
Wait, hold on. Okay, so Nemo, here's the thing. I admit that, Havertz may do better than he did for Chelsea, but Nemo, are you going to sit down and say that we were not in our rights as Chelsea fans to abuse Havertz for playing like trash?
No. HH, you don't understand what I'm saying. I came on this hangout, and I was one of the few people, rival or non-rival, saying I think the reaction to Chelsea's whole situation right now, post Roman, was a bit of is kind of like. I think you guys are kind of overreacting, and I said that, and I gave reasons for it, and you guys laughed at me. So don't say HH that I was one of the people that I was getting on Havertz and Potter. I was not one of those people. I was one of the opposites. I actually was playing devil's advocate, and I was saying I don't think it's as bad as you guys are making it seem. I just think your club in general, HH, is just run poorly. Therefore, the players in the camp are just they're just not. I mean, it's toxic.
Okay, so just give me an assessment. Okay, now this is what I really want to know before I go to DMF. How is he going to fit into this? Because don't tell me he's playing central midfield. So how is he actually going to fit into your team tactically?
Well, I mean, you just said don't tell you that, but I have to tell you that he's going to be playing left 8. He's going to be playing up top. He's going to be playing right wing whenever we need him. Arteta's obviously going to be working with him. I don't know.
Wait, left wing.
I don't. No, right wing, not left wing. But I don't know.
Right wing. Okay.
I don't know who said it, and it was. I think it's kind of an ignorant comment to make when they said Havertz is weak and stuff like that. Bro, they said the same thing for Odegaard when he came to the league. He's gonna be pushed off. He's not strong enough. Where does that knowledge come from? He's never worked with Arteta. We've seen the players that Martinelli. I'm not even one of Martinelli's biggest fans. Martinelli, when he was here under Arteta, the first season, HH, completely different to what you see right now. Completely different. There was a moment when we went to Old Trafford, and Arteta was fierce. Martinelli pulled him off at halftime, and said you're not playing for the rest for the rest of the match. We replaced Willian with Martinelli. So if anyone can do it, it's Arteta. This is the first coach I think.
Wait. So guys, Streets, I've put out a poll. What will Havertz do for Arsenal? So guys, vote in the poll because I wanted to see what the Streets will say as to what Havertz will do for Arsenal. So basically, he's leading you to the title. Yes, is that what you're saying? Nemo, I didn't crack a joke. No, see, you'll know when I crack a joke. I didn't crack a joke, so I don't know why you're laughing.
Why are you doing this?
Wait. Nemo, I didn't crack. No, wait, hold up. Nemo,
why are you
you've
doing
paid
this?
65 million for him.
Yes.
And you only just lost out on winning the title. So why is it a joke that for 65 mil, this is a guy who can be instrumental in helping you win the title? What's wrong with saying that?
I think he can play a crucial role for us, but at the end of the day, this is a team sport. You know, I'm not gonna pin my hopes on one player.
Such a cliche comment.
Wait.
Such a cliche comment.
I'm not gonna. I do think Havertz would play a crucial role for us if we win the title. I think we have more of a shot than other teams, obviously aside from City, but I think we have the biggest shot to do it. But yeah, I mean,
wait, I have a question.
Okay. AK, ask a question, then I want to drop into BMF and Abdallah. AK.
So you said one of Havertz's positions might be midfield, right?
Yeah, like more advanced.
Yeah.
Please take that into account. Advanced.
How do you think that? Don't you think that midfield of Havertz, Odegaard, and Declan Rice put so much burden of the defensive work on Declan Rice more than anyone? Previously, the midfield was more like balanced in terms of defensive.
No, not really. I mean, I'm AK. I'm saying this because the window's not done yet. We still have more like to do. So I don't know the full. I can't tell you the full plan because obviously we're in talks with Timber, and there's a whole plan with how he can play either center back or right back, kind of maybe inverting as a right back. So I don't want to jump to conclusions, but if I was to say if it was Rice, Odegaard, and Havertz, Odegaard plays a little bit deeper, so he's like so he's not going to be up the field as much as Havertz. But I mean, we have Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White.
Okay. So let me come to BMF then. Abdallah, then I want to hear from Kenny's view. So BMF, what are you saying? Good, bad for Arsenal?
I think it's
65 mil.
I think it's a good sign for Arsenal.
65 million.
No, the price is a little bit too much, but I think it's actually a good sign for us now. If you think about it, one thing about this, I keep saying about Arteta and Pep and Ten Hag is that they know how to like develop and coach a player. That's one skill set about this. Your
wait, hold on. So, okay, so Arteta knows how to develop a player, and Lampard doesn't. Continue.
Hey, we know. So like that's the one skill set about this position of play. Pep disciples coaches, like they know how to actually coach and train the players and develop players. So I think it perfectly works for. I think it's going to be a good sign for Arsenal. I don't think Arteta is going to just pay 65 million if he doesn't know what he can do with Havertz. So I think it's a good sign for Arsenal, and I think it's going to play more as a striker / advanced 8 in the midfield with Zinchenko and Valley.
Wait, so if he plays as a striker, what happens to Jesus?
Now it's a different dynamic. So you can
Okay. If we all agree that Odegaard starts, Saka starts, Martinelli starts, Jesus starts. So where does Havertz play?
He plays in the midfield.
As a midfielder.
Yep.
Okay.
No.
I said no. BMF, I said okay.
Why are people so surprised that
BMF, I said okay. BMF, I said okay. He's going to be a central midfielder. Okay. Fine.
Wait, BMF. Ask HH, does he rate Granit Xhaka? Go ask him that question. Does he rate Granit?
Wait, but why can't you ask me the question
right now?
Wait. Why are you asking BMF to ask me the question?
No, because AJ, you don't listen to me. You don't listen to AJ.
I am listening to you. Wait, hold on. Okay, so what's the question? Do I rate Xhaka?
Do you rate Granit Xhaka as a midfielder? Yes or no?
In general or for Arsenal?
In the Premier League for Arsenal, do you rate him as a midfielder? To take us to the next level, if Granit Xhaka was to be the starting midfielder for us next season, do you think that midfield is good? Rice?
No. Xhaka can't take it to the next level. I never rated Xhaka before, but I thought Xhaka had a very solid season this season, but he sort of tapered off towards the end of the season. But Xhaka is not the guy to really take you to the next level. No, you can't put your stocks into Xhaka to be part of a title-winning midfielder. No.
You know why I rate this Havertz signing so well? Because I don't think it's not. Because we're not depending on this signing. This in my opinion, this is.
Okay, so for 65 million, he's riffraff. He's like a side chick. So basically, you're paying 65 million for a side chick. No. I'm just so you're paying 65 million for a side chick.
No. What I'm saying is, our team is pretty much set in terms of Havertz knows what he's coming into. He's not obviously this is still a quote unquote project, but let's be real. This project has been starting for 3 years now. It's coming up to the final thing, and Havertz knows what he's gonna do. He's not coming into this thing confused at what his role is. Arteta has spoken to him and knows exactly where he's gonna play. And here's the thing that I'm still confused on. We have rumors that
wait, hold on, because I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to speak on this. So, Abdallah, what's your take on the deal? 65 mil.
It's a shite signing. It's shit. For the role that they want, for the type of player or the role they want to do, he's not what they're gonna get out of him. He's gonna be a failure. He's gonna be a 65 million flop. He's not good. He's not a good striker. He can't finish. He's never has. When was the last time he played the number 8 role? What, since his Leverkusen days? And how many years has it been since he played that role?
So
one preseason is not going to make anything.
Don't you think under Arteta rather than Lampard, he will do better manager, better system, and a much more stable environment than the changes happening at Chelsea?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think it makes a difference. I honestly don't. Just because Lampard's a Championship or League One manager, he hasn't played that role. He hasn't played in the midfield for years now. So just because you're just going to throw him into the deep end, even if he has a pre-season, I don't think it will make a difference.
If he's good enough, he's good enough, man.
I think you're being extremely saying it's going to be
within 3 months. They'll turn on him within 3 months.
Wow. Okay, look, Kenny. did we was this a stick up that we did to Arsenal, or do you think Arsenal have actually, or do you think it's a win for both sides? We got rid of a guy that we don't rate for 65 mil, and Havertz will actually do well in Arsenal's system. So is it a W for both, or is it an L for Arsenal?
No, it's therefore a W for us. Is it going to be an L for Arsenal? Only the future is going to tell. We don't know if it's going to.
Wait, actually, let me just pause it. So I'm actually halting this at 100 votes. So I said, what will Havertz do for Arsenal? So 18% said he'll be not great. 24% said not sure. And tied at 28% is Vets will cook, Shy Havertz will break it. So people are tied as to what he will do. So wow, I think that it's actually a prediction as to what he will do. So Kenny, what do you think he does? Because even the streets can't decide whether he'll be a success or a failure.
Honestly, some of you Arsenal fans, you're shameless because you guys were insulting him for the past 2 years, and now that he's joined your club, all of a sudden I'm seeing stats. Oh, he has the most created chances in Chelsea.
Kenny, I have never seen stats like I saw. I said, wait a minute. How did you mix it? I've never seen so much creativity used for stats than I've seen in the last few days. I'm like, I say, this is damn creative. When I say, okay, so amounts of oxygen used, the amounts of carbon dioxide used, left leg. I'm like, wow, I've never heard of this stats before in my life. But here we go.
It's crazy. The coping they're doing is crazy. But there's definitely a talent there. Obviously, the role he's going to play there. He hasn't played in a long time. He's played a couple, even for Chelsea at the beginning when Lampard was there. He's played midfielder. He's played midfielder for Leverkusen as well. So I don't know. Like they said, Arteta has been quiet. He's been doing well with his big money signing, and he really pushed for it. So he must see something in the player that he thinks that he can use. So if you spend that type of money, there's a talent there. So I think it will work. I think it's going to be a win-win. Honestly, it's a win for us anyway.
Yeah. Oh no. It's a huge win for Chelsea, but I think
because we got 65. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could also be a win for the guys. So let me take some Dubinsky's, man. So shout out to Saleh. Thank you for the Dubinsky Saleh. CR7 not the GOAT confirmed. Otherwise, he'd be sacrificed for Eid. Oh God. We now know why Messi didn't go to Saudi. Hashtag Eid Mubarak. Okay, I don't know what this means. I'm not going to touch this, but I'm going to move on. Thank you for the dub, Saleh. Al-Madist, the guy who hates me because he's an Arsenal fan. Rejecting treble winners for Arsenal is a pull you have when you're the biggest.
Insane pull. Insane.
Hold on. Where's my thing? You see, Almada, this is the things that you did. I just wait. Where's my thing, man? Where's my
Didn't City drop out?
You've been docking me since the World Cup. Keep hiding, little bro.
Literally dropped.
Wait. Almada, what is the actually? No, hold on. I've got to drop it before I answer. I've got to drop it. I'm going to drop it.
We dropped out the deal.
No, wait. So. wait. So let me tell that. Okay, guys, is there any evidence of Havertz rejecting Man City? Almaris, wait. I'm going to save this job for when we get to Rice. But Almaris, here's the whole thing. How can I be hiding from a guy who's... Guys, can you see what Almaris has in his AVI? James, hold on. James, can you... No, hold on. James, can you please tell me in what year that's AVI happened? Like, what year was this?
2018, I think. Yeah, 2018.
No, it's 2019.
Is it 2019?
No. Look at his
Isn't that the Premier League? Isn't that the Premier League?
Yes.
No, that's...
you mean like 2004?
That's the Premier League. Yeah.
Yes, 2004.
Yeah.
So let's say, Almaris, we're in 2023. And do you think that I'm hiding from you because you're using an AVI that was taken in 2004, before Twitter, before Facebook, before TikTok, and before Obama was president?
Before my birthday. Before I was born.
Okay, hold on. Wait, guys, let's pause. Almadist, you are using an AVI that was taken before AK was born.
That's the year I was born too.
No.
It's still there, man.
Almadist, this is... Splash. What? I don't know why you say sweat not. AK, when were you born?
I was born August 2004. That was taken June.
Yeah. That was literally taken.
Oh my
So basically, here's the thing. AK can generally say that did happen. Because AK can say, I'm sorry, I didn't see it from on twice. So AK can generally say that. What the hell is that? Is that on my screen?
Yeah, that didn't exist. Arsenal are not Premier League champions.
So, come on, bro. Nah. It's basically, think before you dub. Think before you dub. All right, so hold on. Let me use that. So, Miguel Rabines, man. Thank you for the dub, man. Friendly reminder to Arsenal fans like Nemo that Man City has won the UCL before Arsenal even won their first. Arsenal remain the only big club with no UCL. Now, Nemo, wait, hold on. Nemo, here's the thing, because I'm going to release something on YouTube. It's called Hot Six. We did it on the members hangout. Because, Nemo, we're going to have a long conversation as to whether Arsenal are a big club. Because, no. Here's the thing, because you keep bullying us to say that you're a big club. And I'm like, okay, you're a big club. I say, wait a minute. You're a big club without a major European trophy.
That's tough.
And we're supposed to accept that. City have just won their first UCL and have just won a treble. But I should accept that you're bigger than Man City. City have just won 5 out of 6 Premier League titles and just did a 3-peat. But should not accept that Arsenal are a bigger club than Man City. I mean, okay, Nemo, okay, I'll accept it, but it's weird. But Nemo, Nemo, I accept. No, Nemo, I don't think you understand. You are bigger than City. City just won a treble. They've won a UCL. You've never won a major European trophy. You've only been to one UCL final, which you lost.
We get it, HH, we get it. But what did I even do?
And HH, to add as well, they've never done back-to-back as well. They've never retained their title.
Congrats.
Wait, no, they did back in the 1930s.
They did in the 1930s.
Yeah.
And
In the 30s, come on, man.
Wait. They did it before Oppenheimer? Oh, that's crazy.
What did I even...
Wait, hold on. Okay, now let's wait. Just relax. Okay, so Blaze A, HH, Chelsea finally got Nene, at least the next Neymar. Yeah, because they signed a Brazilian. Let's just relax. Okay. Miguel Rabines again. Nemos is spitting. Chelsea was run poorly during the last years of Roman. Bad scouts, no director of football. How many flops since 2015? What was the plan for players like Kai? Bro, no, look, Kai, I put that on Marina and Lampard. I don't know what the hell that was. But look, here's the thing. You're not always going to have it perfect. But Chelsea did have a good run. And they had a bad run of signing bricks. So I get that. But you can't now use that and now say Abramovich is a complete loser. Yes, Werner was a mistake. Havertz was a mistake. But as much as Havertz was a mistake, he did help us win the UCL. So let's be real. He did help us win the UCL. So that's fair there. From Joshua Ajiguko. HH, we signed a Brazil winger, Angelo from Santos. Joshua, that's all good though, but is he going to help us win a trophy? I'm tired of orphanage. It's cool, it's great. Is he going to be not first team and show that Samba Joga Benito skills? Because if not, cool. I want Brazilians to help us win the league or the UCL next season. That's what I want. But yes, we've signed a Brazilian. I'm happy. And I think Andre Santos will say what's up. So shout out to your boy, Emmanuel Enchil. Thank you for the dub, Emmanuel Enchil. Thank you for the dub. Profit on Havertz, 72 mil. Worth 28.5 on balance sheet at point of sale. Amortized over a 5-year contract. Nemo, are you listening? Profit of 36.2 million straight to the income statement. Chelsea W. Ooh, that's a dub. Nemo, that's what you call a dub. That is what you call a dub. Emmanuel, thank you for breaking that down, man. Thank you, bro. Huncho. Mount has easily outperformed Havertz at Chelsea, but everyone questions why Ten Hag wants him. But with Havertz, Arteta will surely get the best out of him. But no, here's the thing though. I think everyone is in agreement that Havertz is more talented than Mount, and Havertz has a higher ceiling. Mount has done better at Chelsea than Havertz for sure, but there is more potential from a Havertz. Hence why 65 million is crazy, because he's not done anything. But from a talent point of view and what he could do, like, okay, maybe they can get something out of him. If they bought Mount for 65 mil, we'll be like, excuse me? Hence why asking 60 mil for Mount, especially with a year left in his contracts, it's madness. It's psychotic. So, Bliss 8. Rudy, Christensen, Mount, RJ, Mendy, J5 all had their best Chelsea performances under Tuchel because he was world class. but Havertz still couldn't cut it then.
He won you a UCL.
But
What are
no.
you
See, that's a place. I don't know what you're talking about because that semi-final against Real Madrid, that second leg, that was Havertz's goal. Werner stole Havertz's goal. And we also he did in the UCL final, so he did cook then. So come on, bro. Minecraft the Diamond. Can we talk about how City makes everyone pay more?
I want to speak on this.
Yeah. That is weird. Okay, I'll come to you, SM.
Sanchez.
So sorry. Spurs finally have a creative midfielder in Maddison. Yes, we'll touch upon Maddison. For sure. So, SM, why are City trying to drive the price up for guys?
Wait, are we on to Rice now?
No. Okay, actually, no. You know what? That's a good point. Let's speak about Basmati rice.
So should I start?
Yeah. Wait. Hold up. Let me hit on rice. So guys, very simple here, and I'll start with you, SM.
Okay.
Declan Rice, is he worth 100 mil plus? Are West Ham taking the piss?
Declan Rice, even with his age and his English tax, is not worth more than 80. That's the thing. He's not worth 105 million. The only reason Arsenal paid 105 million is because Man City drove up the price, and City realized, yeah, we're not doing this. So for Arsenal, he is important. So I'm not saying that he's crap all of a sudden because he cost 105 million. That's not his fault. But West Ham did take the piss because no way Declan Rice goes for that much, HH. Even you know it. Like, even HH, you tweeted as well. You're like, English tax is crazy.
It's not.
Because HH, no other country does this. Like, HH, do you think, like, unless you're, Kovacic or Osimhen, like, no one in Serie, other clubs are paying 100 million for other players within their own league. Same for Bayern Munich. They don't pay 100 million for Jude Bellingham from Bayern Munich, Dortmund. For Declan Rice, though, for Arsenal, it's a good signing. And he's going to improve their team, as I think Nemo would believe. And, yeah, for Man City, the issue that I have with it is not so much that we backed out of the deal. It's, okay, now that we backed out of the Rice deal, what other midfield choices do we have? Because are we looking at, let's say, a Barella? Are we looking at someone who...
No, wait, but hold on. Pause. So would you have been happy if City got Rice under Pep? Do you think he fits?
Well, if we're talking about the player, yes, because I think you could make it work. But for 100 million HH, that's crazy. Even as a City fan, that's still mental because, listen, I love Grealish, but Grealish is not 100 million. HH, even you know this. So we're talking about the money. And yes, Arsenal did overpay, but maybe it's a necessary overpay for them to go to the next level and actually compete. Because actually, for the previous years, they've been signing players like Kivior and Ben White. Like, no disrespect to Ben White, but you need to sign these types of players if you want to challenge for the league title. So that's where I stand on the Declan Rice thing. It's basically, it's like the best of both worlds, like of good and bad. Like, you have the player, but you also spent a shit ton of money, and you bought Havertz. So for Arsenal, after you sign Havertz, Rice, and Timber, like, is that it? Is that the summer done, or is there more to come? Because actually, they also have to play in the Champions League. And do you believe Arsenal squad is good enough to be in the Champions League, even if they sign all?
No. Well, at the moment, no. Now, the summer isn't over yet. This is still early.
But we have to deal with what we have now, like.
No. Let's say let's say Arsenal make no more signing. Okay, if Arsenal got Rice and this was it, it's still not a strong enough squad for the UCL. To compete in a season that includes the UCL. But who knows how many other guys they could still get.
True. But that's my opinion. It's English tax is crazy. Like,
no, it's mad. Wait. Let me. J West, what are you saying? Rice, 100 mil.
He is not worth 100 million. Well, 105 technically with the add-ons, the bid is. But
what about English tax? So are you taking English tax into account? Or
this English tax, man. But what is the English tax? Is it 40 million or is it 50 million?
I think it's 40 mil. I think we worked on it. It's so whatever your market value is, you add 40 mil.
I've never met a country that has a tax for itself. There is no Spanish tax. There is no Italian tax. There is no.
Well, there's an English tax. No, that's what it is. Whatever your market value is, add 40 mil. 40 mil is, I think, the official thingy.
Yeah, and even their bid as well. What are they doing it through Klarna? Because those payments are like, why are they spreading it so much? They're doing the Chelsea, to be fair to them, like 8-year contract. They're doing that.
We did it for
8
4
years.
years.
But fam, it's 100 mil, bro.
No,
You
but
have to spread it out. Like, you can't
What I'm
just.
saying is also doing what Chelsea done because they're doing the massive amortization over a longer period of time because they're doing 4 years. But
No, because
That's
Kenny,
what normal
Arsenal
do.
could just start. We will pay you the 100 mil over 1,000 years. And West Ham are like, no.
You'll get your money eventually, but you may never see
Yeah,
it.
I mean, like, eventually you will if the earth still exists in 1,000 years. But yeah,
Yeah, I also saw something that said West Ham was sold in 2006 for 85 million. They're selling a player for 105 million. So I don't understand this. It's like I hurt my brain.
HH,
The club is
Neymar,
worth
man.
less than the actual player.
That's crazy.
no, okay, but Jesus, what if from the viewpoints of, let's say they need him, that he
Yes.
is needed, would you still be like, okay, we need him, especially with certain guys going? Would you then be like, okay, I get it?
I get it because they're selling Xhaka and they're selling Partey, so the price varies on how much you need him. If he's worth, it depends how much he's worth to that club. To Man City, he is not worth 100 million because they can go get someone else. They've done this with Maguire, the Freds, Neymar's, Ronaldo's, etc. They're going for a player.
Because
Too much, they leave.
J-Twist, if you're West Ham, 110, 120, 130, 140, because you might as well. Because Arsenal are in a position where, like, it's like, bro, we're now fully exposed because we all know that you need this player, and West Ham know that you need this player. So West Ham like, bro, we can fleece these guys for as much as we want because they desperately need him.
Yeah,
and Rice obviously just wants to go to Arsenal.
The initial bid of the 105 over the 4 years wasn't accepted, and West Ham got back to them and said either you can do 110 million plus 10 million add-ons for the 3 years, or you can do the 100 million plus the 5 million add-ons over the next 2 years. So it's up to what they want to do, because I don't know what Arsenal's financial situation is exactly, because they still haven't paid for Pepe still. That's lingering on from 5 years ago.
Wait, hold on. I saw that on Twitter and I thought that was like it's a typo.
No, it's true.
It's true, bro.
Yeah, it's like we haven't finished paying for Lukaku yet.
You don't want to see United. United or like
But that is super normal.
transfer.
Yeah, that's
not
not
for any
Casey,
amortization.
No, Casey, in a normal world, if you have not paid for something in 3, 4, 5 years, that's wrong. Like, let's say, no, Casey, first normal people, they're like, wait a minute, give me my damn money, bro. In the normal world, so I know, maybe in the football world, it's normal to be like, oh yeah, I remember that thing. I'm not finished paying for it for 5, 6, 7 years. Fine, in the football world, but the normal world, that's crazy.
That's
I told you,
normal.
I told you that. If you owe me money, I'm not going to be chasing you for years. You're giving me that money within the week. You're giving me that money within 7 days max. I'm not going to like, oh, after 4 years, wait, have you still given me the money that you owed me 4 years ago? Come on, bro.
Can we also talk about the tweet that said rice is better than biscuits?
AK will get them. Will get them. Kenny, talk to me. Talk to me.
First, I don't. Why did Man City offer like 90 plus 10? Honestly,
Vibes. I think vibes.
No.
Okay, my conspiracy theory is they're working with West Ham, and they try to
just
to
up the price.
Yeah.
Arsenal did they went fully on they were on the right train, so they had no choice. They had to pay the money. They needed him, and obviously West Ham, they've been saying what is worth to West Ham and all that stuff, so they had to pay the money. Is it worth that money? Probably not. But nowadays, prices are crazy. I'm sorry, to buy and obviously English tax as well. So it was gonna be 100 minimum. But yeah, I think he's gonna be a good player for them. They needed a player, and he's a statement signing. It's been a long time since Arsenal has made that type of signing. I can't remember the last time Arsenal.
Yeah, no. This is 100 mil. Obviously, this would be like a record signing. It's been a time when they've put this amount of crazy money on a single player.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, it shows that they're trying to. You know, what I'm saying, they're trying to. The ambition is actually growing, and they're actually trying to back their manager for once. So yeah, I think he's a decent player. Not what the price was.
Okay, so Rob, what are you saying? 100 mil for Rice, worth it?
Well, I think Rice is a very good player. I think he is great at what he does. He's very good in midfield, defending wise. He's also pretty good going forward. But I will say that 100 million, 105 million is a bit too much for him. I will say he is probably like an 80 million player. So I do think they overpaid. But at the same time, he's 24 years old. The star player, the captain from West Ham. So and he's a great player. So I do think they're getting a great player for the next 8 to 10 years. So I do think he's worth it, but I also think they're overpaying a little bit too much for him. And he's probably 80 million, 70 million player, I think.
Okay, what do you say, man? 100 mil Rice.
100 mil for a guy. If they're trying to challenge with City, how is getting 100 mil for a guy who doesn't get into City's team help them challenge City? I don't get it.
No, wait, but hold up. Are they really trying to challenge City, really?
Well, then what's the goal here? HH, like, what are they just?
Yeah,
Like,
just,
the
vibes.
second place project.
Participation trophy.
Now all this project is finished. All you Arsenal fans, you might need to win now. You guys have been going on the project on this. You finished second last year.
It's fine.
Next year you need to start winning something.
Wait, hold on. Rice is marketable?
He's not marketable.
Yeah.
No, he is. Of course he is. I
understand Grealish is marketable, but Rice?
No.
Wait,
Rice is marketable.
Okay.
No.
So basically, you're saying that he's not okay. But from the point of view of Arsenal needing, because Partey and Xhaka is going out, do you not understand the 100 mil?
Yeah, obviously, but then that's where I just don't understand the play of getting rid of both of Xhaka and Partey. Like, I don't know.
I mean, the Partey one makes a bit of sense.
Yeah, okay. The Partey that sort of it's like dot. But yeah, like Xhaka, Xhaka, he ain't it though. If you really want to move to the next level, you can't move to the next level with Xhaka.
True, I guess, but I mean, yeah, he's a good player though. I won't lie. I like what I see from Rice. So 100 mil, that's just like what it is these days. Like it's normal, and prices will keep going up. Unfortunately, like in 10 years, some guy named Will Gallagher from England is going to be spoken like 200 million.
No, seriously, no, guys. John Smith is going to go for like 450 million. John Smith will go for 450 million.
300 million.
Basically, John Smith from Kingsbury, bro. He's going to go for 450 million. Casey, what do you say, man? 100 million for one of your favorite players, Rice. I think, Casey, that Rice, you had like a poster of Rice in your room.
I'm going to say something, and I'm actually going to praise a certain West London club, man. I think Chelsea got Enzo for cheap.
That's true.
Yes.
Bro,
No, wait, they paid.
Casey saying something good about
yeah,
Chelsea
like
FC?
I'm kind of surprised myself. Bro, I mean,
No,
think
we
about
need
it.
to mark this day in the calendar. This is special right now.
Enzo was like the best young player in the World Cup.
Yes.
He was very good in the Champions League with Benfica. He was very good in river play. Somehow you got him for like the same amount as Rice. Rice, like this guy is nothing. Bro, he won a
Relax.
Hangout Cup.
Relax.
He won a Zoom Cup. This guy won a Zoom Cup. Like, no. But like, I'm just trying to understand.
Wait,
English tax.
Did you just call the Europa Conference League the Zoom Cup?
Yeah, Zoom, Hangout, whichever you use. But
Google Hangout.
yeah, whatever you use.
Now, come on, it's West Ham, man. Come on, it's not.
Wait. To be fair to KC, he's right because he got dominated by that Moroccan thug in the final.
But Casey, this is what I said to Kogi. Like, keep in mind that Arsenal need the player based on the guys who are leaving. 100 mil, it is what it is. We all know that he's not worth 100 mil. We know this, but and also Casey, if you're West Ham, ask for 120.
Oh, Habo, all great to West Ham. They should ask for 200 million. Like, let's see how far this.
1 year left. 1 year left.
Like, let's just see how far this.
Because Casey's actually right. Just for a laugh, 200 mil.
Let's because my thing was like I used to think that World Cup tax is the biggest tax, and that's why like players like Enzo, James, they go for so much money. But English tax is actually somehow competing with World Cup tax at this point.
No, it's really worse.
This is bordering on disgusting.
No. English tax is. I think English tax is the biggest tax that exists. Like Casey, Mount could potentially go for 55 to 60 million with a year left in his contract. That's it. Basically, that's a moral sin. That's a moral sin. Basically, if you look in the Bible, page 296, one of the sins that you miss out is selling mans for 55 from over 50 million. It's one of the sins.
On how good he could be for Arsenal, right? My thing with Rice is that he's a 30% position player, like as of now, because the teams that he has played for, like, they don't dominate the games. Like West Ham will park the bus against Norwich also. They're so shameless. So, like, I've never seen him like dominate a game. So where does this myth come from that he's Busquets 2.0? I just don't get it.
What?
No, but they were saying like he's Busquets 2.0.
Oh, Casey, thank you for reminding me, man. So, guys, I want you just to look at this as to. Wait, hold up. Let me bring this up for you guys. Wait, hold on. Where is this? There we go. Sorry. So, I want you guys to tell me whether this is trolling or whether Homeboy is being real here. So, someone put down. Wait, hold up.
Wait, HH, you haven't seen the account?
Wait. Okay, to make you understand how important Declan Rice is, if Prime Busquets was on the market, so Rice would still be my number one choice. Casey, Casey, put the knife down. Casey, put the knife down. It's literally what?
What the hell is this?
This is the mentally ill.
Okay, here's the thing. Is this a troll account or is this real? If it's a troll account,
he pretends to be like a football analyst or something like that.
I think I know what this is. It's
to be fair, he's done a lot of right things though.
He's also as Busquets won the Conference League with as a captain.
Kelly, don't add to this, man. Kenny, don't add to this. Please don't add to this.
What was Busquets doing at 24? No, I'm joking.
I think he won the World Cup at the end.
Exactly.
Wait, so who else wants to speak on Rice before we take some dogs?
Yeah, I want to speak on Rice.
BMF.
I think Rice is I get that it's overpriced sign with 100 mil, but I think it's actually a good sign for Arsenal because he can play different positions. That's what people haven't talked about yet. He can play as a center back, a right back, an 8, a 6. So I think I see why Pep wanted him in the first place because like, I can do different things with this type of play. So I think it's a great signing for Arsenal. So does he win in the league? They need more. I would say they need more. Rice can't do it alone. They need more.
So let me just say something.
Wait, hold on. So very quickly. So I put out the poll. Is Rice worth 100 mil to the streets? 23% said hell yeah, Rice baby, and 76% said hell no. So the 23%, can you please name and shame yourselves in the streets, please? So those guys who said he's worth 100 mil, can you please just make yourselves known in the streets, please?
Me.
So who said they wanted to talk about Rice?
I just want to say something about Rice.
Okay, Casey the Damdala, Casey.
Yeah, I think in the short term, right, Kovacic for City is going to be a much better signing than Rice.
Yes.
No. Okay, so we'll hold on because that's what we'll get there. We'll talk about coaching. We'll get there. So Abdallah, talk to me.
First of all, I think the majority of Arsenal fans are just brain dead. They really are. How can you say that dumb comment? Rice has proved nothing. What is he won? Something that's equivalent to the Intertoto Cup. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, respect the Intertoto.
Yeah, it's respect. It's a tough.
Well,
respect the cup,
you can equate it to that. He's a number for me. I don't think he can work as a number 6. You've seen him play in England. He's like Fatty Phillips, where he needs someone to be in a double pivot holding his hand. So, for me, at best, he's a number 8. I don't think he can do the number 6 role on his own, in my opinion. And to be honest, I'm glad we pulled out. Pause, because because I don't know what he offers. I'm sick of chasing these English players, and let's not forget, according to the Athletic, in the next few years, the English quota is getting scrapped. So I don't.
Yeah, it's that's whole quota thing, man. You know, that is why United are going in for Mount because you all need to meet a quota. Not because these players are good, because you need to have a certain amount of English players in your squad. So, exactly. Okay, so wait, AK, you want to say something, AK?
Yeah. Wait, can you still hear me?
Yes,
correctly?
yes.
I was here defending Rice previously on this panel, but I went back, watched a bit of film on him, and for 105 million HH, I expect you to play the 6, the 8, and the 10 to the highest level possible. That's what I expect from you. I expect you to dictate the pace of a game. I expect you to create tons chances. I expect you to score some goals. Kind of like, I'll give you an example. Kimmich. That's what I expect from a £100 million midfielder. Can Rice do half the things Kimmich can do? Can he?
I mean, look, as I said again, man. I mean, look, but they need him though. They need him, but 100 million is mad, man.
Of course they need him, but people are saying he's as good as Rodri and Prime Busquets. What the heck?
Yeah, no. Okay, it's coping tax because they pay the amount of money. They need to come up with a reason why he's worth 100 mil. Like you can't just accept that. So you need to just come up with something like, okay, he's worth it. But they don't. The guys saying that they don't even believe it themselves. So.
It's obviously just an overreaction. Like no one's like, don't take it as serious. Like no one's genuinely out here saying, oh, Rice is better than Prime Busquets. It's just a joke. Like
I'm not sure. Like why does English tax apply now? Isn't he like Irish? He played for Ireland also. Rice. He played for Irish.
Yeah, but really, he's English. No,
of Ireland.
If he played for England, it's English now. So hold on, Daddy Us, hear me out. Do you know Rice rejected Bomian? Okay.
This man.
That is true.
I respect.
Daddy
Facts.
Us.
Why do you lose?
They have Kimmich, but they wanted Rice. Interesting.
Wait, so Daddy Us again. Casey, I'm ready to pay to sniff the Holy Camp No Grass.
We might need to buy a lot more. The way things are.
Miss B Nation, there is a Spanish tax if Madrid is involved. Is there? Hold on, wait, Casey, is there? You're our unofficial La Liga
there is
correspondent.
I think there's definitely a La Masia tax, like because no one can convince me that people read Gavi if he was from like I don't know Celta Vigo or something like that. There's definitely a La Masia tax. No.
Why do you hate this bad so much, man? Why do you hate this bad Gavi so much?
He made this me.
Mike talks football. At this rate, how much would Pedri or Musiala be? But here's the thing though. Keep in mind that this is English tax. This is not a proper rating. Because if it's a proper rating, Pedri and Musiala, they're like 180, 190, borderline 200. Because if Rice is 105 plus, Pedri and Musiala are minimum 150. But again, this isn't a proper value. There is a tax based on PR, media hype, and them being English. There's an English tax.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Is it really English tax, or is it the fact that Premier League clubs are extremely more rich and wealthy than other clubs? Like Bayern put in a absolute joke of a bid for Harry Kane, but if that was Man City, for example, they wouldn't even dare to put in a bid that number because they had more money. So is it actually English tax, like the fact that players English they cost more? Or do foreign clubs like outside of England just not have the money to?
How is that? The Bayern bid was not a joke.
I think Nemo has a very good point though because
Bayern's bid was an absolute joke. Everyone.
No. That's a starting bid to test the
that's called
waters.
Being smart.
Yeah.
It's testing waters, and then you progress. That's how negotiation works. You start small and then just slowly boom.
Wait. Can I ask you? Would Man City ever bid that number? They would never do that. They would bid
no, because that's because they have an oil rig. If you have an oil rig, you can start with 1 trillion.
Would Chelsea do that, for example? Chelsea don't have an oil rig, but Chelsea would do that.
Why would you put 3 figures down on a guy with 1 year left on his contract?
Yeah, it's called negotiation.
With the stingy Daniel Levy, you have to start low and then build up to see.
It's basically no. It's called negotiation. It's called negotiation and trying to find a middle ground. So you start no, and then you build up. Wait, hold on. Let me take this. So via Z, you should check out Newell Old Boys' next big thing, Argentina under 21. He wants to go with it because Aymar is actually an Argentinian guy. Aymar is actually an Argentinian guy. But yeah. Look, you're not going to get me there, man. Look, man. I said again. Look, will Rice help Arsenal win the league? you need more than Basmati rice. I'm sorry. It will be a massive improvement, but more than Basmati rice. Okay, Samantha, go for it.
I sent you a clip. Can you open the clip on Twitter? I sent you a
Oh
clip.
no! YouTube tags. I can't play that. But basically, it was pretty much Musiala making Rice do the splits.
Yes, he is not worth 100. He's max 65 million. 60 around that. It's all English tax is the worst tax because it's all about hype. It's all about TV money. That's all it is. That's why it's so high because the Premier League has the most money. And that's why the prices are so high for English players.
Oh, no, it's my okay. Let's now briefly touch upon this. I want to just come to Rob. This just be very, very, very brief on this. So, Rob, are you happy? Maddison to Tottenham. It's a done deal. So, Rob, first of all, thoughts on Maddison going to Tottenham, and do you believe that with Maddison under your manager Angie Martinez, do you think that this will convince Kane to still maybe even extend his contract because he's now playing with your boy Maddison?
Well, I don't know if he will extend because Maddison joined, but I do think Maddison is an amazing signing for basically 30 million. He is one of the best attacking midfielders in the top 5 leagues, I would say. Output-wise, he's always up there with 20 plus goals and assists every season for poor Leicester team last season. And before that, he also scored a lot, got a lot of assists. He's one of the best at free kicks, so he's one of the best attacking midfielders, one of the best creative players out there in the top 5 leagues, and he's very cheap considering he was only 30 million basically. So I think it's a great signing.
So, okay, do you think this changes anything from Kane? Do you think Kane is like, okay, tell them about doing something, or you don't think this changes Kane at all? Them getting, because this is a good signing. Maddison is a quality player, and I think this is a huge improvement in an area that they didn't need, which is like a creative, much more intelligent player in the number 10. So do you think this changes anything with your boy Kane?
Well, I don't think the single signing changes anything because it all depends on how next season goes, how much Bayern are willing to bid, etc. So I think the single signing won't change anything, but it will definitely improve things for the team overall. But convincing Kane to stay just based on one player, I don't think that will do anything or change anything or will add to anything. It won't do anything to change his mind, this one signing.
All right.
Do you think that, because Harry Kane is a very creative player. People say he could play 9 at the world class level, as a 10 in the world class level. I think we've seen it with his passing and everything he does for Tottenham dropping deep. Do you think they maybe signed Maddison because Kane could be leaving and they need a creator?
No. I know for me, I don't know what Rob is. I mean, I'll go to Rob afterwards, but for me, I do feel that this is independent of that. I just think that they're just trying to improve and get a good player. And I think Tottenham are always looking and monitoring Maddison, but I don't think this has anything to do with Kane. But Rob, what would you think?
No, I think they always needed a creative player ever since Eriksen left in 2020. So they always wanted a creative player. They always needed one. And the reason why Kane always went so deep is because the team had no creativity. So he always felt the need to go deep, Kane. So he always went deep to create chances for other players because there was no creative player in the team ever since Eriksen left, and Kane never really trusted the other players, or at least that's how you could see it, because the other players behind him are not creative, like Bentancur, Højbjerg, etc. are not creative players, are not world-class passers, etc. So Maddison was signed just in general to be creative, regardless of Kane's leaving or not, because Spurs always needed one ever since Eriksen left.
Yeah, no, like I said, quality signing, man. Quality signing for Tottenham.
Can I speak on Maddison real quick?
Oh, yeah, okay, go for it. Quickly, Maddison, and then move to the next topic. Go for it.
I think it's a good signing for Spurs. I think if he had gone to, I don't think it was going to another top 6 club, because with Maddison, Basuma, and Bentancur, that literally fixed him perfectly. Because one thing about Maddison's game that I think top clubs don't like is bad outside of possession. It's really bad so Bentancur and Basuma are for those legs. So I think it's perfect Probably for Tottenham. So Kane, right? I think does this signing mean that Kane is leaving?
Actually, no. Hold on. Because we're gonna talk about Kane separately. So hold that thought. We're gonna talk about Kane separately. So let me just take some quick dubs. Money May says Lee Dixon is who I love. These kids don't know. No. Dixon was a good, solid, consistent player for Arsenal, man.
Yeah.
Again, some of you guys may be too young to remember him because maybe all you guys know of is just him being a commentator and so forth. But he was a very solid, consistent player for Arsenal, man, for sure. And Money Mace again. HH Rice 100 thumbs down. Also HH Modric 95 mil. Arsenal a little bro. But no, bro, no. Whoa. Here's the thing though.
Was
Modric? No. As I say again, Modric was a political signing. We know this. So that was just all about politics. So this still doesn't negate from the facts of, like, I'm sorry, 100 mil for Declan Rice is crazy. But as much as I've said it's crazy, it makes sense if you need him. If you're desperate for something, it is what it is. You just have to pay up. So forget about value, how much it's worth. You just have to pay up if you just really need something and you do need him. So let me come now to Mr. Abdallah here, man. So I should really do a video on this, but I mean, Kovacic, man. I'm trying to figure out why Chelsea would sell one of our best players to a team who just won the treble, and the guy who we all know is press resistant and is perfect for City's system for what, 30 mil? That is insane. That is insane. So, because my thing though is like, I'm just trying to work out, like, okay, it's one thing selling him out to Spain or Italy. You've literally strengthened a team who just won the treble. And you've bought a player who is perfect. Because people say, oh, Kovacic has bad end product. Pep's system is pretty much tailor-made for where Kovacic doesn't need to have end product because he has 2, 3, 4, 5 passing options. So once Kovacic breaks the press, which he always does, he actually now has options to distribute the ball as opposed to having to drive forward with the ball and shoot because there are hardly any options due to Lampard tax. So my thing though is, did Chelsea just fully strengthen Kovacic, or is he not that great a player really? Is he overrated, and do you think that he will not really do as good for City? So Abdallah, talk to me. Your thoughts on Kovacic to City?
I think he's a good signing. I don't think he'll be starting week in, week out because he's injury prone. We don't want to burn him out. I think he'll be like a bench/rotation player, especially with the way that Pep rotates. I think it will be a great signing if we sign another midfielder, regardless if Bernardo leaves or not. Because with Gundogan gone and a lot of the players gaining in age, especially KDB now being 32, especially today, and it depends because there's been rumors where with Foden playing so well in the Champions League final in that midfield role, integrating him into the midfield, and maybe if Bernardo does leave, I don't think Bernardo does leave in my opinion, because there's no concrete offers. Barcelona are broke.
Wait, so you're not that excited about this signing then, Kovacic?
I will only be happy. It will be a great signing, depending if we get another midfielder in. I think we need another midfielder, in my opinion.
Okay, so you're saying that
it's a good signing.
It's a
good signing at the bare minimum. It's a good signing, but it will be a great signing if we got another midfielder.
Okay, but just looking at him, but you don't see him as being tailor-made for Pep's system and how he plays. You think, no, screw that. It's about getting other midfielders in case Bernardo leaves, and Gundogan obviously leaving as well. Yeah,
Gundogan was 32, of course, and he's been a great servant as well. But I think Kovacic is a good addition. But I don't think we'll be playing week in, week out because, especially with his injury record, I don't think we want to put him on the strain.
So, SM, what do you say? Abdallah ain't too excited about Kovacic. He thinks it's a mid signing. What do you say, SM?
Said good signing.
Well, he said good signing, but HH for me, I see it as a great signing because because we have to also think, injuries can exist in the midfield as well. So it's important to have a player like Kovacic to fit in. But if you're going to talk about the profile of the player, HH, I'm happy. I just saw his highlights as you were talking about Maddison, and yeah, HH, in the Premier League, how many midfielders play like he does, where he gets the ball and just goes through and doesn't just look back, he just goes forward. Like, actually, that's actually quite refreshing to see. And now that you gave 30 million, I think it's gonna bite you. I think it's gonna bite Chelsea because he's a quality player. Like we see in Croatia as well. Like I know Modric is amazing, but even Kovacic is great for Croatia too. So for City, I think that it's good as a rotation player, as I've done, because Pep is not gonna start him week in, week out. But yeah, for Chelsea, like this might be the dumbest thing you've done because you Havertz to Arsenal is one thing, but Kovacic to Man City, a guy that fits Pep's profile, that's scary. Like
on one hand, we've got Enzo and we could potentially get Caicedo.
Yeah.
But the issue though is if Chelsea, again, this is a whole different conversation about how serious Chelsea are about actually winning the title and how I think these guys are pretty much using this as like a Ponzi scheme. But that's another this discussion. But my thing though is, why would you want to strengthen your rival? Like Kovacic is first of all, he's a quality player. He's one of Chelsea's naturally best players. Why the hell would you give him to the guys who just won the freaking treble? It's like, okay, if we gave you Conor Gallagher, cool, take Conor Gallagher. If we give you Mount, please take. I will throw Mount and I will deliver him first class to you. Don't give City Kovacic.
But you're getting Caicedo, right? So that literally even is right.
No. BMF, how do you give the treble winners and guys who've just won a 3-peat of the EPL Kovacic? If you're serious about winning the league, you don't strengthen your rival.
I hear that, but
you guys are not rivals.
I think
look at the
AFC, name one.
Have your rivals or Crystal Palace?
Casey, do you want to get through now?
Basically, but to finish up on the Kovacic point, I mean, like now, like if City get another midfielder and actually strengthen as they should, then Pep Guardiola is going to be like the guy with my AVI, just terrorizing the Premier League over and over again. Like, yeah. So it's a great signing for me. I see it as a great signing.
BMF, go for it, BMF.
So, if y'all getting Caicedo right, Enzo, because I hear the point that you're just making it seem more stronger because you're giving Kovacic a point. I hear that because I want him at United too because when we look to him like go get him, that's what we need.
Everybody would want it. He's a quality player. He is a quality football player.
Chelsea had to sell players right because of FFP and stuff like that. So I
sell him abroad. Don't sell him. Listen, don't sell him to the team who just won the freaking title.
Yeah, that's why y'all have to get Caicedo now because Caicedo and Enzo.
But BMF, that's a moot point. Even if we're getting Caicedo, don't strengthen them. Strengthen yourselves. Don't strengthen them.
Yeah.
So basically, this is a competition. The last thing you do is you strengthen a team who just won the treble and 3 in a row.
That's why.
So what you want to do is strengthen and make sure that they don't strengthen us as well. Basically, put it this way: because they're going to strengthen, don't help them strengthen.
No, I think Chelsea are looking at it.
I think that's the one thing about your owners. I don't think they care about Chelsea. Like they just want to make money off this.
BMF, that's a very different, uncomfortable conversation that I'm not sure.
Can I speak on this?
So, Casey, what are you saying?
So I think they know that Chelsea have zero. Your owners know that Chelsea have no chance of winning the league next season. So they're just calculating.
Okay, hold on, Casey. No, stop. Hold on, Casey. I'm not spending 600 million without winning the league. Casey, I expect to win the league next season. So no, I don't really have to know. Casey, I'm expecting to win. I'm expecting to win the league. Come next season, I'm in EPL. I'm in title winning mode.
Hey,
and also, Casey, let's be real. Let's wait until that UCL draw is made, and because I'm just waiting. Let's wait until the UCL draw is made.
What year?
Okay,
which year you talk about for the UCL draw? Which year?
Casey, you finish your point.
So I think they're thinking that. So Arsenal are like the second favorites to win the league right next season. So in their opinion, if they make City stronger, they will be able to beat Arsenal, who are your bigger rival. Because Chelsea is not doing anything for at least next 2 years, especially with
Oh my
Pochettino.
god.
After spending 600 mil, you sure
AJ
about
is
that?
top 4. AJ accept.
Yeah,
top
to be
4.
fair,
Yeah, I think they might get top 5. I
They
think
need
they just need top
to-
5.
Chelsea need to regain their London district first from Fulham.
Wow.
Nemo, what do you want to say? Nemo, what was saying?
If I'm kind of confused because wait, can you hear me, HH?
Yes.
If Chelsea sold Kovacic to, let's say, Man United, would you have a problem with that?
Say it again.
I'm confused because you're talking about strengthening like rivals, stuff like that, or strengthening like obviously teams in positions. I mean, obviously talking about Man City, they just came off a treble. If you sold Kovacic to Man United, would you have a problem with that?
Yes, but not as much as selling into Man City.
But you would still have a problem with it, right?
Yeah. Like no, because my thing is he's a quality player.
Yeah.
So listen, here's the thing: if you have to sell him outside of the league.
It's like Gundo. Like look at what happened to Gundogan to Barcelona, right? If he had went to Arsenal, for example.
BMF, thank you. BMF,
No,
bless you.
no,
See,
but BMF,
because, Nemo,
no, that's a bit flawed.
Look at who City sold players to within the league.
He left on a free. That's the difference.
No. But here's the thing though. City would say Gundogan, don't do us a solid. If you're going to leave, please leave outside of this. Do not strengthen another because we want to. In the words of Casey, we want to farm this Prince Charles Invitational, and the only way that we can farm this Prince Charles Invitational is let us give each other guys our side chicks and our sloppy seconds, but our quality players go abroad. Wait, what the hell is happening?
Who is that?
Wait.
Is he at no right?
Okay, well, I have no idea who that was, but it is what it is. AK, talk to me, AK.
I think it's a good move for Man City because it's a low cost option and someone who can slot into that team. He's a better midfielder than Calvin Phillips, for example. So he will.
Wait, hold on, AK. See, I hate when you do this stuff. So you're saying that he's a better midfielder than the Yorkshire Pirlo? Okay.
Respect Yorkshire puddings.
I mean, okay, fine. I'm saying because okay, you can't just make a word say that he's better than the Yorkshire Pirlo, but fine, go for it.
No, he's not the Yorkshire Pirlo. He's more the Yorkshire Titus Blambo.
Yorkshire pudding. Human Yorkshire pudding.
Right. Yorkshire pudding is quality though. Yorkshire pudding is quality. So shout out Yorkshire pudding. Like, that's the rare English meal that's actually really good. Go for it.
I think. In terms of he can dribble out of tight spaces, he's good passing. It's just that when he comes to the final third, he's not that good. But I don't think he'll need to go to the final third at Man City. I think that'll be up to the likes of Foden, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva. I think he'll have a much more simplified job at City. So I think he's going to do the same things that he did at Chelsea, but you're going to see a much better player than him because he's going to be more refined. It's not going to be. I feel like in Chelsea, he does a lot of what he does off instinct. Now he's actually going to be coached patterns and stuff.
And we see right. The way C play in the system, right? There's different options. Like you got like what the way Pep says plays up. Like it sets you with different options for a pass or goal scoring opportunity. So as Chelsea, it was like they were like over relying on him sometimes when they played. So at C is going to be perfectly fine.
All right. So
for the sake of Chelsea Football Club, you better pray that Havertz, Mount, and Kovacic flop.
Casey, why? Like, okay. Okay, you know what? So I put out a poll. How will Kovacic do for Man City? 8% said that he will flop and he's overrated. 37% said so, and 53% said amazing, great signing. Let me quickly hit some Dubinsky's and we'll go to our final main topic. Shout out to your boy Yassi, man. Thank you for the Dubinsky, Yassi. Thank you for the Dubinsky. The legendary Spanish manager Vicente Del Bosque said it's best. If you watch the game you don't see Rice. But if you watch Rice, you see the game.
Oh my!
Or maybe
That's it.
it's Busquets. Anyways, they are the one and the same. The English Busquets. You see, Yasir, why do you do this?
Yasir, you know what Yasir, guys, you know what Yasir is trying to do.
Yasir, what are you
Universe, you're sorry.
Yasir, what are you doing? bro?
EDL tax. EDL tax.
Okay, so guys, so let's now roll with this now. So I'm coming first to you, Mr. Wait, hold up. I'm coming first to you, Mr. Hokage. Here's the thing. I am shocked. I am shocked that Kane is considering this. I was convinced that he was a coward and all he cared about was Shearer's record. And I thought that Shearer's record, he wants to break it, blah, 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 blah. Because here's the thing, guys, I like chaos. I like craziness. Because I want to have a stream where England's captain and face of the team leaves the Premier League. Because first, here's the thing. I want to see how the English media will react. But also, I think this actually helps England. The more guys you have experiencing different cultures and different ways of coaching, it helps to strengthen the national team because guys are now bringing different belts. I told you, Jude Bellingham is going to be one of England's greatest assets because of his exposure playing in Spain and playing in for Real Madrid. So England are going to benefit greatly from that happening. So, but here's my thing though. I want to see this happen, but I'm not sure whether this will happen because there are so many different aspects to this deal. Last year of his contract, Levy is very stubborn. Levy is a businessman. Levy doesn't want to sell him to a rival. Levy has a value that he has him on. I don't see Levy even picking up the phone for anything less than 100 mil. Bayern Munich, knowing their culture and knowing their ethics with regards to payments for players, are Bayern Munich going to pay 100 mil plus? Because it's going to be 100 mil plus. Do I see Bayern paying 100 mil plus for Harry Kane? Kane and Levy are already not on great terms. So my prediction is I think Kane leaves on a free next summer to where I don't know. But here's the thing. You see, it just shows you how some guys are stupid. Some idiots, I think it's Jamie Horror on TalkSport, said that this would be a downgrade, him going to Bayern Munich. And guys said that, okay, or like winning a Bundesliga for Bayern is not what I was winning like a League Cup for Tottenham. Here's this is where guys are stupid. Now, and this is the same dream that Mbappe was sold at PSG. Tottenham are winning a trophy anytime soon. It's never happened. So don't believe in that. My God, because here's the thing. Of course, winning any trophy for Tottenham would be of much value, but it's not happening. Specifically with how competitive the world is, and look at what Newcastle are doing right now. So sorry, Tottenham, with the state of football right now, specifically in England and in Europe, Tottenham are not sniffing a trophy anytime soon, especially not under Angie Martinez as manager. So, Hokage, in your view, first of all, your reaction of Kane wanting to go to Bayern, personal terms are already cool. Thoughts on Kane, but specifically, this is what I really want to know. Do you think you guys will get Harry Kane?
Okay, so I think it's all down to Levy. And I don't, as much as Levy is this stingy guy and he has all these things, I don't want to sell to a Premier League club, but I want 300 million and a private jet and everything. Like, as much as we talk bad about him, I don't think Daniel Levy is stupid enough to let Harry Kane leave for free next year when he could get potentially 100 million for him. I think the most Bayern will pay is 100 million. And I think it's not too surprising because Bayern also have to get with the times. Like, we have to start spending cash, or else we're in a couple of years' time we're gonna get surpassed. So we need to also start breaking the bank. We have the money. We just have always tried to be smart with it. So if he comes, I do.
Sorry, and they say like Bayern is like one of the most profitable clubs out there.
Have you seen the Here We Go for Kim and Jay?
Kim and Jay.
Yeah, I think we're signing Kim. That's like one of the best center backs in Europe last season.
You just signed him now.
Oh, what, right now?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Is this? Wait, do we have a here we go? Do we have a here we go?
Yeah, here we go.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. We have a here we go.
Here we go.
That's right. Do we? Come on. We have to do a here we go. Oh,
Oh my god.
2028, 5 years.
okay. So guys, we have a here we go, man.
How is it possible?
We
Like,
have a
certain
here we go.
someone-
Casey, stop hating, man. Casey,
No, a certain
Casey
someone
lost
told me
8
he's
to
going to
Casey lost
United.
8-2. Casey lost 8-2 in a single game.
I'm
It
not
wasn't
saying that. I'm saying that. I'm
Casey,
saying your
it
brother
wasn't
told
an
me he's going
aggregate
to
score.
Manchester
Casey, it was
United.
one game. It wasn't an aggregate score. It was one game. It's 8-2. Okay. It was 4-1 in
how
both
much
halves.
is it?
So,
How much is the
so I'm fabric. So Bayern have reached total verbal agreements with Kim Min-jae on personal teams. 5-year deal ready. Here we go. Kim has accepted the contract proposal as club sources confirm. Contract valid until 2028. Next step up, pay the release clause.
Isn't it 40 million?
It's 40?
It's 50 million
50
euros.
million.
Oh, 50 mil.
That's euros as well.
I mean, he's a great defender.
You see, no, okay, look, but because I think one thing, now I don't know if this is true, but one thing that Kane was saying was beyond just, let's be real, you control the Bundesliga. So on top of just getting that trophy, he feels that, especially if you're going to get Kane, we already know about Musiala's talents, we already know about Kimmich. Kane feels like if I now come into this team, we have a genuine shot of winning the UCL.
I think we do. I think Bayern was so weak last season. I think I bought into it that we could play without a striker. We need a striker, dude. That's like part of Bayern's identity. Every great Bayern team needs a striker. So I think if he comes, he's the striker we need. And HH, it's not winning the Bundesliga. Next year's Champions League for us, we need to go all in, dude. You could clown a lot of clubs for other things, but how many clubs can you clown for losing a Champions League final in their own home stadium? How many clubs have done that? Bayern did that. They choked it.
Bumyan.
Fuck you, Casey. Anyway.
Thank you. Okay. Someone needed to say that, man. Someone needed to say that's fine.
Musiala dunked on Gavi and Pedri every game. So, anyway, the final is in Munich this year. So this is...
Oh, is it?
Really? Yeah, that's so like this is.
Oh, for God's sake! No. You see,
and Chelsea.
Why did we have to come 12? Why did we pick this to come 12? That'll be the narrative. Oh my God! Oh,
this guy's.
It was written. It was written like Nas. It was written like Nas for us to do it this next season.
So hold on. You think somehow if some juju you came top 4 last season?
Yes, Casey. Yes, it was written.
Like
so hold on. So if that happened, Potter wouldn't have been sacked. So you're telling me that Potter would
continue with Kane.
Anyway.
Oh no. Guys are saying that it's Wembley.
Yeah.
No, what?
Wait, it's Wembley. It's Wembley this year, and then it's Munich the year after.
Yeah, the Munich.
Okay, so Munich the year after.
Okay.
All right.
Chelsea have a chance either way.
But he could be part of the project for that campaign to Bayern win and if you win and we exercise those demons, and if you come to Bayern and you win a Champions League in Munich, bro, like you.
Okay. So let's say you bid 100 mil. Does Levy accept?
I think he has to, dude. I would if
no. Not you think. What do you think happens? Tell me your prediction of what you think happens if you bid 100 mil. What do you think Levy does?
I think they will accept because I don't think they should let him go on a free. Like, would you rather make 100 mil now, or would you just sell the guy for free next year? And most likely, if he goes for free, he goes to a Premier League team. I feel like this year Bayern would probably get, if we don't get Kane, we probably get like a Füllkrug or something. Or short-term replacement. He's been on fire a little bit in the Bundesliga, but I feel like if they let him go for free, like if the player leaves on a free, do Spurs have any control of which team he goes to? They don't, right?
No.
So yeah, he will definitely go to a Premier League team next year, 100%. So
Man United. It's going to be United.
No, but okay, see, that's why I think this negotiation is super interesting because if you're Bayern, you're like, let's test Levy's resolve. Because if I'm Bayern, I'm not bidding 100 mil. Max, I'll be like, okay, because I'm sorry, he lives in a year, and let's just test Levy's resolve. So I'll be like, okay, 85.
No, Levy's smart and like I don't know, dumb enough, smart enough, whatever. But like I think he's thinking that with Kane, they actually have a chance to get top 5 this season, and which is basically like the money they will get which are 100.
But no. But Casey, that is a very dangerous risk because first of all, we don't. This Angie Martinez, nobody knows who the hell this coach is. I think he just came from the freaking road. And Casey, Liverpool are going to are rebuilding. Chelsea are rebuilding. Newcastle have already arrived. So it is a crazy gamble to keep Kane thinking that with Kane and Maddison, that is enough to secure top 4 when you're
But
looking at the competition that exists around.
No, but
and also
I think-
keep in mind that if the gamble fails, you would have left 70, 80 mil on the table. And now
that's true.
because here's the gamble. Okay, it could work, but most likely Tottenham don't finish top 4.
No,
you lose Kane for
not
free, and you would have lost potential 80, 85 mil from Bayern.
No, that is true. But like he might be thinking that last time when City came for him, Spurs were not in top 4, but they got top 4. Like
wait, is this the season where top 5 gets into the UCL?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Wait,
Chelsea are still not getting
Really?
knocked out, though.
Yes, top 5.
I thought it happened with your coefficient.
Wait, how though? Like, they
I
change
thought,
rules?
I thought that's when the new format, or no?
Yeah. I thought that was with the new formats.
Yeah, so new format is
No,
from
for this year, for
2024.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Jesus, what is it? Explain.
For this year's the last format for the old 32 teams. Then they're going to the 36 teams. 2024, 2025. So it'd be top 5 this year to qualify for the next year.
Okay, yeah. Okay, because basically, in 2 years' time is when things will change. So for this season, it's going to be the top 5. Okay, all right.
Yes,
okay.
so Spurs can get top 5. Like that's not completely insane. They actually should get top 5 though.
And they have a good coefficient as well.
Yeah. With K, they should get top 5.
Okay.
Chelsea will not.
Okay, keep him there.
I feel like.
Can I say something?
I feel like
Okay, go for it. And I'll come to you, Samantha. Okay, go for it.
I was just gonna say, I feel like if they're banking on that top 5 position, dude, that's still heavily contested because Newcastle, I feel like they're gonna get top 4 again. They're building. Newcastle is just like an outlier thing. Like they're so smart with their business. I like everything they're doing there. So
and here's the thing though. At least we knew who Mourinho was, who Conte was. Who the hell is Angie Martinez?
Yeah.
So do you believe this? Do you believe this Angie Martinez dude he's never managed at the highest level? Do you think that he's going to do better than Klopp, Pochettino, Eddie Howe, and all of these other guys who will be vying for that top 5 position?
He has more Champions League experience than Eddie Howe.
HH, the thing is, like, we've never known Tottenham as a club to sign these big name guys and achieve with them. They always sign these no name guys, and those are the guys who surprise. Tottenham are a perennial top 6 team that just play good football, and that's what this guy's gonna do. Let's be honest.
Okay, wait. So Smas, do you think you guys will get Kane?
First of all, Casey, stay jealous. Your club can't sign Brozovic because you're fucking broke for 24 million euros.
Oh, wow.
Just saying that. And can I be honest? I don't want Harry Kane. Because just like small game robot, he's always ghosting. And I don't need that. I want a winner.
Then no. But who else is there? You need a striker. Who else do you get?
Buy Osimhen. Pay 150 million. I don't care. Buy him. That's
What about Core? What about Core's choice? Fulkrug?
No, not Fulkrug.
Yeah, well, we're not repping the.
What do you mean? German international.
Can you relax?
You guys, put respect.
I'm just saying,
guys, we're not repping the folk in 2023, bro.
Who has more World Cup goals, him or Osimhen?
Yeah.
Kenny, why would you bring that up?
Wait, he has
Kenny,
more.
why would you bring that up?
Wait, does he have more appearances than Osman?
Yeah. Look. Okay. So Kenny, what do you think? Do you think Bayern getting further now?
The same thing. Danny Levy is difficult and he's delusional. So I don't think we're gonna get him because he's not gonna let Harry Kane go. He's gonna say 120, 130, 140, 150. And then Bayern's not gonna pay 150 euros for Harry Kane, who's by the way 30. So it's not gonna be a long-term project with him. And he's gonna be free next summer. So no, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Kenny, 100 mil. Do you think it happens, man? Kane to Bayern.
I don't think 100 mil. And honestly, Bayern going for Osimhen, I don't know. I don't think Bayern are going to spend that type of money on one player. I don't see them doing it. So yeah, for me, the best bet is probably Harry Kane for maybe a 80 or 90, something like that.
But do you think 80 or 90 is going to convince Levy, who we know is very hard to deal with? Because for me, I think it's going to take 100 million plus. And I don't think Bayern are going to bid 100 million plus.
Right now, the guy is seeing Mount or he's seeing Declan Rice going for them prices. Like, yo, my guy is the captain of England. He's the record goal scorer for England. Like, yo, if you want him, you better pay like at least more than 100 million. But that's the thing, the guy's getting old, and let's be real, like you said before, your only chance to sell him outside of England is this summer, because if you let him go for free, he's staying here. Like, there's no way he's leaving England.
It's kind of, for me, like, if you're, I'm sorry, I can't, I'm not paying 100 mil for a guy who is free next summer. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't care how good he is. That's just because, see, my thing, if I'm Bayern Munich, I'll be like, okay, let's wait till January and sign a pre-agreement in January if he still wants to now move abroad. Because my feeling is Kane is like, okay, this is my best chance to leave Tottenham. But if he can go for free, I think Kane will just choose Man United.
Yeah, he's staying in England. If he's going for free, he's not going there. That's what this is Bayern's only chance. Because right now,
thank you. I think that forget about this is Bayern's chance to get him from United and another team, because they're like, look, man, unless we, even if it's crazy on the source of like 100 mil contract runs out next summer, but if he's now a free man, he's going to United. So this is the best chance to stop him going from United. It's just paying up.
Is he turning 30 this year or is he turning 29?
Wait, how old is the boy?
I think it's 30.
Harry Kane, he is turning 13 next month. Yeah, he's literally turning 13 exactly a month.
Yeah, 100 mil for 30 or this. But obviously, his game, he doesn't rely on pace that much.
Yeah, and we also watch guys like Benzema and so forth did and everything. So
I think you can get like 4 good years out of him for like 900 mil. I don't think it's that bad, especially when you see the striker pool nowadays in Europe. Like, it's not that great. So if there's a top, like the guy is like a top striker in Europe. So if this guy's available, I think if you're Bayern, like, you should go and get him.
Actually, hold up, because I just saw someone post it in the streets. Do you think he goes for free? Do you think he returns back to Daddy?
Chelsea.
Poch.
Maybe it depends in which situation we are. It depends. I think it depends.
He's gonna go to United. If it's for free,
I think
he's going to United.
I think it depends on next season.
Yeah, like you know what I'm thinking. United are like let's. Yeah, that's why United are not even bidding. They're like, look, let's because if you're United, you're like this. They're not going to accept from Bayern. He's definitely inserting an extension. Why waste any money when we can get him for free next summer?
Why not Liverpool?
I mean,
I feel that Kane. You see, here's my
the London life. You never know.
No. But I just think that's for Kane. He's just thinking that it's Manchester United, the profile of team and everything. Boom. Hence why I think it will be so interesting if he moves to Bayern Munich, because that would be crazy. Imagine that England's captain, the face of the England national team, leaving the Premier League for Bayern Munich. Like, imagine the optics on that. That's crazy.
But it's happened before.
When?
Beckham.
Yeah.
He went to Real Madrid.
You know what's good about
He was the face of England. He was like the guy. He went to Real Madrid.
Yeah, but Kenny Becks is not a footballer, bro. That's my thing. I don't think he was a football player. Wait, SM.
Yeah, HH. Also, let's not forget, like next year, if it's the Euros, isn't it? So if he goes to Germany and he actually he understands the culture of it, then it helps England's chances of also winning the Euros too. But for the discussion of Kane leaving on a free, I don't see him going to any other team but Man United, because also let's not forget Ten Hag is actually building something, and United are on track to if hopefully with the takeover that's done for them, if they get the shake and then money comes in, they spend it with Kane as well being the marquee signing. Are you going to really give that up to go play at Anfield with McAllister only? Like that's like respectively, I would rather go to United.
Wait, come on. Respect to World Cup winner, bro. Respect to World Cup winner.
Yeah, sure, but you also want to play for the big United are the biggest team in England as well. So knowing Kane type person is, if it's not Bayern this year, he join United next year.
Wait. Are United still the biggest team in England over Liverpool, even though they've not won a major title in a long time?
I think Liverpool are bigger.
How are Liverpool big? Wait.
Dude,
In what
I
sense are
live
they
in
big?
Premier
No, hold on. No, because again, like, see.
United fans here.
No. I am looking through a purely footballing point of view. Marketing wise, popularity wise, United are one of the biggest clubs in the world. I'm just saying that United have not won a major trophy in a long time. Liverpool very recently have won the league, very recently have won the UCL, and have actually been a lot more closer to winning the league than United. So
why would Kane go to Liverpool? Because they just signed.
No. I don't think he's going to. I'm just saying. No, this is a discussion of like who is bigger footballing wise. I don't think Kane and Liverpool. That's not happening, bro. I think it's Kane to United.
United are bigger than Liverpool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When you got a Man City fan backing up a United fan, you know you're right.
No, it's just that. No, it's just the truth. But actually, if Bayern don't sign Kane, because this is another thing. If they don't sign Kane this year, who do they go for? Because the only other option left is Victor Osimhen, and he's going for 150. So, around he's going like 110.
To be fair, Lukaku's available.
All right. So I'll pretend that I didn't hear that. So who wants to touch upon this whole Kane? AK, Yeah, AK. I will like AK. Go for it.
I think so far it's a good signing. I think it's probably the best chance he has at trophies, to be honest. And I was looking at some Talk Sport videos yesterday, and Jamie O'Hara said that because the Premier League is bigger than the Bundesliga, Tottenham are a better club to stay at than Bayern Munich. Which, to be honest, I've never understand a fan of a club repping their league. It just seems quite weird, to be honest. And also, Bayern become one of the instant contenders for the Champions League if Harry Kane goes there.
100%. Yeah.
I think they could win the Champions League if Harry Kane goes there. So I think it's probably the best choice that he has right now. I don't think United will win trophies at the same speed as Bayern Munich will. And I think at this point,
okay, hold on. Okay, so saying that, saying that, does Kane still choose United over Bayern if he's not a free agent come January?
Yeah, because he wants to stay in England. If he wants, Kane should move to Bayern Munich because Bayern is a win now club. He goes there and he'll be expected to win now. Kane stays at United. Kane stays at Tottenham or goes to United. It's still a project at United. There's still a lot of things that they need to fix. Harry Kane gets them closer to the title, but doesn't. Harry Kane does not.
No. But hold on. Keep in mind that the reports are saying that Kane has actually agreed to move to Bayern through personal terms. So he actually does want to go.
Yeah.
So it's just down to Levy.
Yeah, I mean, Levy's holding him hostage right there. I don't know why Kane signed that contract, but the fact that he wants to go shows me that he actually wants to win something. He has some sort of ambition. So I think 80 to 100 million, to be honest, will do it, because let's be honest, what will Tottenham do next year?
Nothing.
So wait, hold on. You don't think Angie Martinez can cook?
Angie Postecoglou. That's what his name is.
His name is Angie Martinez.
I think
so. Asking, you don't think Angie Martinez can cook next season?
I think they'll do better than this year, but I don't think they'll cook per se. I think it'll be like a 6th place finish. Then let's be honest. What does Kane get from that? Kane stays at Spurs. He will be known as a failure, to be honest. If Kane stays at Spurs, I'm never taking that guy's career serious anymore.
Imagine Kane resigns his contract for maybe 2-3 years.
If he signs a new contract next year, I'm not taking this guy serious anymore. That guy is just the same as me. He just scored a bunch of goals in meaningless games. I scored a bunch of goals in meaningless, like, little league games when I was younger. He scored a bunch of them in meaningless professional games. The same thing. So I think he has
Facts,
to move
AK.
to Bayern Munich. That's the only scenario if he wants to win now.
Is he just feelings?
Wait, hold on. Let me come to Apply. What are you saying? Apply. What are you saying about this whole Kane to Bayern 100 mil?
HH, finally, I called him a coward. I called him an idiot. I called him a fool. I called him a bastard.
Wow.
Finally, he's making a mistake. Yes. Yes.
Jesus, I mean, okay.
Why exactly a bastard?
Jason was. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to.
Like
because that's like for a guy who you don't know personally, that's very personal. Oh, that's a personal insult. Like basically, that's an insult for a guy who has personally wronged you.
Yes, because Harry Kane is a very talented player who I rate very highly, but this man is behaving like a coward. Where he does believe Tottenham is a big club. He wants to win trophies with Tottenham Hotspur. I'm gonna stick my life out of it. No. So at least for the very first time in his entire life, he's making a better decision by saying, okay, I want to move away from Tottenham Hotspur. I want to go to a club that wants to win now. Bayern is a club that wants to win now. He has to get the heck out of that Tottenham Hotspur and go win. But AJ, this is this weird scenario where this scenario is like Mason in Chelsea. Does Harry Kane leave now? Does he leave now to Bayern or does he go on free? Because by January, he can pick any club he wants to pick in January. Sign a pre with that club and say, Daniel Levy and Tottenham Hotspur, F you, I'm out of here. Same thing goes to Mount. Does Mount out of United now or in January? Does he sign a pre-contract to any club he wants in world football and say, F you, Chelsea, I'm out of here? So it's a dicey situation for Daniel Levy because if Bayern said, okay, our next bid is 100 million plus add-ons, does Daniel Levy turn that down? I don't think he does. I don't think he does turn that because he's a businessman. He wants to make money, and Tottenham need to spend now. They need to sell Kane now.
No. But do you think Bayern will bid 100 mil though? That's my thing.
I think they will. And if they do, I think Daniel Levy will sell. And the reason I said they will sell is I already told people already. Harry Kane has power. He's an English captain. He's an Englishman. He has all the medals around him. People will tell Daniel Levy, let him go to Bayern and win trophy. What does he want for you guys? Golden boot? Star padding, winning, scoring so many goals.
But people in England will want him to stay in the Premier League though.
But this is the problem.
Like if you're in the English media and so forth, you don't want him leaving the Premier League market. Your captain and your striker.
I want him to leave because I rate Harry Kane very, very highly. He needs to go to Bayern and win that damn trophy. Because people put Harry Kane on the pedestal of Benzema, Lewandowski, Haaland, and co. Now he has to prove himself in Bayern and say, yes, I can be better than this, and that. And if he goes to Bayern, I can guarantee you, he will be a shout in the Ballon d'Or. That's how good of a player he is. That's how good of a player he is. I'm being factual with you right now. If he stays in Tottenham, it's not going to win anything in Tottenham. It's not going to win anything. So what does he want to do? What does Harry Kane want? If he wants to move to Bayern, he has to force the move himself. He has the power now to tell Daniel Levy, F you, I'm out. I'm going to Bayern.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No, come on, guys. Let's be nice here, guys. Let's be nice. Guys, let's be nice here. Come on. Okay, hold on. Let me get some of these Dubinsky's, man. Shout out to Johnny Minerals. Chelsea selling to rivals because Premier League teams have money. Milan don't even want to pay 20 million for Pulisic. City got good money last season from Premier League clubs. Yeah, no, it's one thing having money, but it's one thing spending it on Rice. And it's one thing spending it on Mount. Like, Mount's for 55 mil, that's psychotic. Rice for 100 mil plus is scary. That's nightmarish. So that's what I'm saying. Just that, I know that Premier League guys can have money. It's one thing having lots of money. It's what you spend that money on. Nigel Cardoso. I want to see Kane speak German. Interesting. Here's the thing. I don't. I don't. Hold on. Money mates. Wait, hold on. Timber yet to come. In my eyes, a better signing. Wait, better signing than who though? You're saying he's a better signing than who? HH exposed pre-2000 BC life. Okay, Kim becomes first North Korean to play for Bomian, but he's not North Korean though. All right, hold on. Where's the break? Thanks for that, though. Okay, Guled, what's your thoughts? Do you think he moves for 100 mil? Kane to Kane.
Good evening, HH.
Good evening, man.
There is no Dark Vader today, correct? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well. We can hear you well.
Okay.
We can hear you well. All
yes.
Right. I don't know what that's your AVI, but we can hear you well. But go for it.
No, it was just banter. But with Kane, man, to be honest with you, HH, I think with him, I think it's a personal issue. I think the guy, how do I explain this to you? When someone is loved somewhere, as you said earlier, and he's looked at as a king, for him to leave that kingdom and go and conquer somewhere else, especially at this age, I think it's going to be a bit tough for him, especially with what Levi did to him. If he goes, then we can give him the kudos that he deserves, because at least he's trying to make something happen in terms of his career, in terms of trophies, even though he's going to go to a farmers league, but at least he wins something, but I don't think personally he's going to leave this summer. Probably he's going to stay until Jan, just like Abdullahi said. And if he's smart enough, he will leave. But I don't think he wants to leave England, because he's treated like a king here. He's not going to go somewhere and hopefully try his luck.
But you say he doesn't really leave England. But what is so? I say that you don't believe the reports that he's accepted terms to join Bayern, personal terms.
HH, we heard the same thing before. Not only with him, in terms of a few other players that we believe they were leaving as well, even the ones that we were linked with. The thing is, HH, he's a media darling. They will always give him a leeway in terms of reports or in terms of him accepting terms, because they can see that he's a hostage in Tottenham, and Tottenham is not going to win anything anytime soon.
No.
So I think if he's smart, he should leave. But if he's going to leave HH, does he really want to leave the Premier League? We don't know what his passion is. We don't know what his desires are. We don't know what he wants to achieve. Does he want to win the Premier League, or does he want to go to Bayern and just, win probably the Bundesliga and try his luck in the Champions League? That's the $1 million question for me. I don't know where his mind is.
I mean, okay, how do you think this all ends? So what do you think happens? Do you think he moves to United for free? He commits to Tottenham under Angie Martinez?
But this is me thought. Like I said, I call him a coward because he signed a live contract in Tottenham Hotspur. But we are dealing with a bastard in Daniel Levy, who is a businessman.
So listen, another bastard.
A businessman.
Abdullah,
relax. Daniel Levy is a businessman where money talks. And I think if Bayern can tempt Daniel Levy and tell him, here is 100 million plus add-on on the table, and this is a big and Harry Kane goes straight to the office of Daniel Levy and say, Daniel Levy, I don't care about you, your family, everybody around Tottenham Hotspur, I'm out of here. Like he did when he wanted to move to Manchester City. This will escalate because he's an England captain. He will leave. Like I said, is he a coward or as it because I call Harry Kane as a boy, as he finally become an adult after moving from a boy. Now we have to wait on Harry Kane. We're gonna wait and see, because I think Bayern will bid. If Bayern bid 100 million, now does Harry Kane push Daniel Levy and say, Daniel Levy, I'm not gonna use God and beg, I'm gonna use Ogun and beg you. Get me out, I want to go.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me say this. Mr. H is exposed. United will fix Mount. Mount, Casemiro, UCL heritage. You see, you don't believe that, though. That's my thing. You don't believe that. You don't honestly believe that this guy here is going to lead you to a UCL. You don't believe that. But again, no. But here's the thing. But please believe us though. Pay 60 million. If you want a guy to lead you to the UCL, pay 60 million then.
60 million naira?
No. Pound sterling. Pound sterling, man.
Currency.
You see, Money Mace, I don't know what you're doing, man. I don't know what you're doing, bro. So I don't know what you're doing. So like that's crazy, man. Oh, look, guys, look. So my guys again. So remember, guys, like, subscribe, video, and guys, next thing, guys, let's pray that the next emergency hangout is a Caicedo. That is, I have that saved in the dockets for a Caicedo emergency hangout. Abdallah, what are you saying, bro? Caicedo news? Nene news?
Zoom into my AVR just before we leave.
Okay, this better not be something creepy, bro.
And HH, I beg, let me just say one more last point about Harry Kane.
I wish I couldn't have it. Good, please, just talk. Please, just talk.
Yes. The only point I wanted to add to what Abdullah said earlier is the fact that we've been watching Kane in the Premier League for all these years. From his personality and from what we see from his body language, he doesn't seem like a fiery character. Personally, because I don't know the guy, right? I'm just talking like, look, watching him all these years. So seeing his personality and his demeanor in the pitch, he's very laid back. He's always going with the flow. He doesn't seem like someone who's going to say, listen, either sell me now or all hell's going to break loose. And to answer your question,
but everybody has a breaking point, though. I think we all have social media, and I think he's very aware of the notion of like, you only won no trophy. You've won no trophy. Look at how good you are. You've won no trophy. You won no trophy. And no matter how much of an introvert you are, no matter how chilled you are, that has to get to you. And for how long are you going to allow guys to keep beating you with that stick of like, you've won no trophies. You've won no trophies. You're playing for a club that is allergic to winning trophies. So because that is why I say it's because keep this in mind. I've always said this again. That Shearer record is irrelevant. Anybody that thinks that Shearer is a legend because of that record is a moron, or you've never left Kingsbury, or you've never left Bristol. The reason why Shearer is a big deal is because he helped Blackburn Rovers win the league title, with him being top scorer and how important he was for Blackburn Rovers win the league title. The currency for top tier football will always be trophies. No one cares about Obama's goal record. Do you think Cristiano and Messi's goal records, those are just extras? Do you think Messi cares about all the goal records that he's broken? No. It's about the league titles, the UCLs, the Copa Americas, and the World Cups. So for Kane, it's like you stay here and you break that record, you will be a king, huge in England. Outside of England, no one gives a damn. But how many people outside of England even know who the hell Alan Shearer? You cannot bring me a 20-year-old or a 21-year-old outside of England who knows who Alan Shearer is. They don't know who the hell that guy is.
But does he care? He might not care. Maybe the guy just cares about
Kenny, that's my thing. Because the issue here is that we don't know what is inside Harry Kane's mind. All I'm saying though is if your main worry is breaking Shearer's record, you're essentially a loser. But if you don't care about winning trophies and you think that the big win is breaking Shearer's record, you're essentially a loser. And I will view you as a loser.
But HH,
I agree with HH. I agree.
Nemo say Nemo.
But HH, it's not just what people say. It's just trophies. Because if he want to care about cup and an FA Cup for Tottenham, that's such an underwhelming career for a player like Harry Kane. It's not just trophies. He has to win major trophies, and by major trophies, in my opinion, I need to see a UCL for a career like Harry Kane. If he goes to Bayern, right, and let's say signs a 4-year deal, wins 4 Bundesliga titles, in my opinion, that is so underwhelming for Harry Kane. You go to a club like Bayern and you win just the league title that they've already done for more than a decade. That's not impressive to me. If he went to Bayern, let's say won a Champions League, which I don't even think is guaranteed, because the way people talk about Harry Kane, he's a loser. He doesn't have a good ambition. This is the same Harry Kane that missed the final that missed a penalty in the World Cup
Yeah. The ball has not landed yet. We're still tracking it. We're tracking it though.
So why is it when people talk about Harry Kane, they say he has a loser mentality? He's not really. He's not a big game player. Why is it when he's linked to Bayern, if he plays for Bayern, they're automatic big favorites for the Champions League final? I thought
no, Nemo. It's a mentality. It's not nothing to do with his ability. ability and mentality are two different things. Ability-wise, we know that he's one of the best strikers in the world based on his numbers and his finishing. It's his mentality. If all you want to do is break a record, you are a loser mentality-wise. But if you actually want to go out of your comfort zone and actually play under pressure, therefore we respect you. I have no respect if all you're going to do is start part for Tottenham, because for Tottenham, as Mourinho said, as Conte said, there's no pressure. And if you're playing without pressure, you're not an elite player.
Yeah,
Lewandowski is elite because he's playing under pressure. So playing for Tottenham, there's no pressure there because there's no expectation to do anything. It's vibes.
Let me respond to Nima. Okay, because Nima, sorry to cut you short. I get what you said, but you have to understand something. If Harry Kane signed for Bayern Munich this season, I'm guaranteeing you right now, it's gonna be a shout in the Ballon d'Or. That's how good of a player he is. So, yes,
that's not a wild shout.
No, I'm not joking right now.
Wait, if he goes to Bayern, he'll be in the Ballon d'Or.
I'm saying it will be a shout because Harry Kane will in Premier League in EPL. Harry Kane scored 30 goals. He's go to Bundesliga in Bayern. He's scoring 50 goals or 40. That's how good of a player he is.
Wait. Sorry. What is this trash? What the hell is this trash? What? He puts pressure on himself to break goal record. What? No. Get this nonsense off my screen. Get this nonsense off my. What kind of garbage is this? No. Pressure is about a final. League title.
His name is Jim. What do you expect?
How are you putting? It's good. I didn't even want to look at his name and everything. But it's what it is. I mean, what kind of garbage is this, bro? The heck?
Let me respond to Blue Studio. Wait. What? Here's how I would respond to that. You cannot say he's a shout to that because Lewandowski has absolutely dominated the Bundesliga.
His name is Lewandowski. Sorry, but continue.
What? No. Wait, but no. I want to have a serious conversation because why is it that when Lewandowski dominates the Bundesliga, he hasn't won a Ballon d'Or?
Wait. You should have won in 2020.
He got robbed.
Technically, he won one.
He did technically actually win one.
No, I'm so wait. Out of all the seasons, Lewandowski's played for Bayern, he's only deserving of one Ballon d'Or.
No, he's been deserving.
Yeah, obviously, you have to win the Champions League. Obviously, that's the only thing with the league.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think, me personally, I don't think if he goes to Bayern, I don't think Bayern are. I don't think they're that favorites for.
I think.
Wait. Hold on. So Nemo, you're saying wait, hold on. Nemo, so you're saying that if Kane goes to Bayern and Bayern gets Kim, they're not UCL favorites?
If they get Kane, I'm still saying City are automatic favorites for the.
Wait, no. Wait, hold on, Nemo. It's plural, not singular. Favorites. There can be more than one favorite. City are number one favorites because they're the defending champions. I'm saying that Bayern are not one of the favorites if Kane moves there. That's what you're saying.
I wouldn't bet on Bayern winning the Champions League. I wouldn't.
Nemo, okay. No. Nemo, that's not I said. So you're saying that they wouldn't be one of the favorites. Yeah. So you said no, they would not be one of the favorites if Kane moves to Bayern.
Me personally, no. I think other teams are.
But Arsenal would. Though. Arsenal would be favorites ahead of them.
Arsenal favorites in Havertz.
No. Because look at the way you guys talk about Kane. Look at the way you guys talk about Kane.
Let me respond to you. You see the difference. Thank God you mentioned Lewandowski. And I'm happy you mentioned it. Lewandowski, he can start part whatever he wants to start part in Bayern. Great. I'm telling you right now, Thomas Tuchel knows how to win the league. That guy, when it comes to Champions League, that guy knows that is a tournament winner. He knows how to win the Champions League. Yes, Harry Kane might have this issue with mentality. I agree. I'm not disputing that. But I'm telling you right now, Harry Kane in EPL scored 30-35 goals in a season. He's going to Bayern Munich to score 45 or 50 goals in a season. That's a guarantee.
No.
So with that, in the UCL with Bayern Munich, how strong they are, that guy will be a shout in the Ballon d'Or. That's how good of a player he is.
Okay, look, hold on. Let's move. So again, Money Mace, I'm not reading that crap, guys. So guys, like that vid, subscribe if you're new, and guys, we'll be back here later in the week, man. Peace out, stay true, stay tuned to the live shows on YouTube. Peace out, guys. Bye.